super excited to be here. The girls are ready to play. It's been a great week weather-wise to practice and get ready. And we're really ready to just get out and play.
We're definitely super excited to be here. Definitely have had a fun year so far, so definitely ready to soak in the moment here for sure.
We're happy to be here and glad we had an opportunity to extend our season for this group of ours that's super young and just forming, so it's foundational for us, and we're proud to be members of this regional.
Just echoing what they said. First of all, thank you to everyone at Texas Tech. I think that everything's been first class in the way we've been treated, leading into this tournament, and excited to be here for the opportunity. I think all of us realize you've never taken it for granted every year. Every team's different, and this group, no different than the rest, very excited to get an opportunity, continue playing, get out there, and compete against some really good competition this week.
We'll start with questions. We'll start with Nathan.
Heather, you guys have seen a lot of changeover from last year to this year. What was kind of the first step of building that new team and just getting back to this point to be in that consideration?
Yeah, and I don't think we're the only team that's been in this situation, but remarkably so. We had to recover big time from last year's end of year to having 4 players, and then having a team that's regional bound and ultimately has a chance to win a championship. I just think for us it's just been a collection of finding the right people that want to continue to play at Washington and play for us and do the things that we do in our program. But we're proud to be here, and we're proud to be here with this group.
And Mary, your first year taking over for Brown, you have doing something that hasn't been done in about 30 years there. What was kind of your first step, I guess, to make this team yours and do something that hasn't been done in a while?
I think for us was really listening to the student athletes, trying to hear from them what they wanted out of this program, where they wanted to take it. And I mean, obviously it's been magical for us thus far, and it's just really exciting to see all the talk that we had early on come true.
Back. Well, Coach Ricketts, I guess for you, I mean, you've had some success here in the past. What are your thoughts of making a return to Lubbock, but this time as a coach?
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been to Lubbock. We kind of had that conversation pulling up to the field, I think maybe last time in 2011. And just, a lot of good memories, both as a player and a G8 Oklahoma. Always a lot of good battles. I think we always played a lot of really good games against Texas Tech. So, excited to kind of now be on the other side and be able to bring this year's team into the postseason, get the experience, and just really walking into the stadium, I think today, just bringing back a lot of memories, and then seeing how it's grown and the renovations they've done, how well it's been taken care of. I think just making sure that this next group gets to feel that same experience with the championship caliber experience in Lubbock.
What do you think of this regional as a whole, all 4 teams? I mean, how tough it is?
Yeah, we're excited. It's tough, and I think that's exactly why we all continue to do what we do. We love the competition aspect of it and the opportunity to play the best of the best. And you've got historic programs, teams who have done things that they've never done before, and some of the best arms in the game. And I think that's exactly the challenge and the excitement that postseason brings with us, and we're excited for the opportunity.
Coach, could you talk to maybe, Nathan kind of mentioned it, being the underdog of this regional, obviously, but proving that you can play against a team like Princeton, who got a win earlier this year against Texas Tech. How do you preach something like that to this group as you head into tomorrow's first round game?
I think for us, we're just trying to compete the best we can. I mean, we've been excited all year. We've loved every moment we've been in, and I just think we just need to continue to do that and compete hard, because that's what's got us here.
Jared, we talked about kind of building up to this moment, but seeing the NCAA tournament signage out there and being able to be on this stage now, what does it mean for you to achieve what you set out to do when you first got here?
It's really exciting to host the regional, and I think it's a really important step for us to build our program, to grow our program, and grow the fan base here in Lubbock. I think we needed this opportunity for the fans to come out and see outstanding programs like Mississippi State, Washington, and Brown, and they're getting outstanding coaches. Coach Stars won national championships, and the Ricketts family and Sam, they played at Oklahoma and been in all the, it's a well-known just done a great job at Mississippi State. So it's going to be a really good opportunity for them to see us play against the top people in college softball. And so it's a huge opportunity for us to build our fan base, and hopefully the weather's good. I think the crowds are going to be fantastic, which will provide a great environment for all the girls on all the teams, or all the student athletes on all the teams. So I think it's really important.
You mentioned building the fan base, you know, early on, obviously the crowds were a little smaller with basketball season and everything going on. What did it mean to you to have it sell out in like 30 minutes?
Yeah, it's really good because everywhere we went this year, you know, it's been a Naja show on the road, and you go to Baylor and you're sold out every day, and you go to Kansas City and you sell out, and you come home and you got 150, 200 people in the stands some days, and as the season's gone on, it's gotten better and better, and I think this will be like the moment when Lubbock realizes, and when our girls realize it, the effort has been worth it. And I think that once they see the girls play, and not just our student athletes play, once they see the sport of fast pitch softball at the elite level, and they see the athletes at Washington, Mississippi State, and Brown, when they see all these athletes on the field, and the way they'll dive for balls, the way they'll run into walls, the way they'll slide into bases, and they'll fall in love with fast pitch softball at the college level, because it's a great sport to watch. And it's a great sport to watch on TV as well. So it's a win-win. It's just a really important moment.
Justin in the back.
Yeah, this is for all the coaches, so we can just go down the line, but what does it mean not only being a regional, but have the ESPN top crew coming here to call this regional with Beth Mowens, Jessica Mendoza, and Michelle Smith?
Coach Blasco, we'll start with you.
Yeah, you know, they've been doing it for a long time, and they're all, you know, legends in our sport as not only announcers but as players with Michelle and Jessica Mendoza. If you've watched the sport for a long time like I have, you know, they're the best of the best, and they know they've got a great understanding of the history of the sport. So that's just another really neat thing about the regional here this year. I think it's a great thing for our program.
And I think for us, it's a dream come true. I know this is my first regional, so I'm definitely super excited about that. And obviously everybody on our roster, this is their first regional, so excited is probably like a bad way to put it. We're way more than that. And just having conversations with that broadcasting crew has been awesome. I mean, I fangirled a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it was phenomenal. So this is a really awesome opportunity.
I think anytime you have an opportunity to be at this stage with teams like these and stories like these, it's elevates your program. And I know we've been fortunate enough to have opportunities to be in front of TV and be on ESPN, but just for us personally this year, it means a lot to us. And the fact that we can maybe ride on the coattails of everybody else that's here, it helps your program, the visibility of it, and just to be able to produce who we are in front of everybody else that gets to watch this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just, like Jerry's saying, another opportunity to continue to grow the game, to grow it in Lubbock, and to have the crew here is just really exciting to see the fan bases grow and to get an opportunity to speak with all of them as we've watched them all, whether it was when I was a player and now as a coach, and what they bring to our sport is just really exciting for us. And I think there are a lot of unique stories across the board with all of these teams, and to have the best of the best be the ones telling them this weekend is pretty special.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, coaches. Good luck this weekend.
Thank y'all.